Joyful blessings. This is Kaylin Castell, and I am so excited to share with you about Jupiter in Cancer with the Sun happening exact on June 24th. I'm recording this on June 23, so not a lot of time, but it is leading us into some of the amazing events that are taking place with the Jupiter traveling through Cancer this year. Now, we are just a few days past the exact June solstice at 0 Cancer. On June 24, Jupiter and Sun meet at 3 Cancer. And then on June 25, the Sun and the Moon meet at 4 Cancer. So Jupiter's still very close. And as you can see, they are located at the foot of the twin that is known as Castor. You can see how both the Sun and Jupiter are located here. And over the next few days and weeks, Jupiter will be moving through the constellation of the twins, as will the Sun. And this is very significant in that it is so close to the June solstice point. We're still in that energy. Also, June 24 happens to be the day of it's called St. John's Day, but it's at around the time when the sun is reaching its highest point in the sky overhead midday, and is the time when bonfires are lit at the top of hills, representing the fire of the sun being at the top of the hill on June 23rd and 24th. So we've got all this going on in such an amazing way. So I also thought that you might find it interesting to know that they've been hanging out close together for a while already and will be within 10 degrees until July 8th. So this Jupiter Sun conjunction in Cancer um, will be within 10 degrees until the 8th of July. So we can really tap into this energy for some time. The last time Jupiter and the Sun met in Cancer was on July 19th, 2002. That's a Pacific Daylight Time reference because it might have been July 20th for other people, for other time zones. And it was at 27 Cancer. Now, the next time they're going to meet will be at 8 Cancer, and it will be on June 29th of 2037. So, and again, these times are calculated for Pacific Daylight Time. So this is a rare occurrence of Jupiter and the Sun meeting so close to the solstice point. And the solstice point is currently on the galactic cross near the galactic edge between the twins and the bull. And I'm using the opposite names of the constellations because people get very confused if I said Gemini and Taurus. It's like the sun right between Gemini and Taurus at 0 Cancer. What? So it's easier to say the sun at the solstice at 0 Cancer is right on the cross, where the galactic plane and of the solar system and the plane of the galactic plane and the plane of the solar system cross. And this can only happen every 26,000 years. So that makes it even bigger. So something that's unique about this Jupiter-Sun conjunction, in addition to the fact that it's so close to that solstice point, is that it's a close square to Neptune and Saturn, expanding the visions and dreams that we are committed to bringing into form. Jupiter is all about expansion. So if we need to be very aware of what we're thinking about, what we're feeling, what we're thinking about, what we're committing to, what actions we're taking, because they're being expanded by the Sun and Jupiter. Because when Sun and Jupiter are together, it very much creates this sort of magical portal window that's been called Kazimi, Kazimi being an Arabic word that means in the heart of the sun. And it's considered to be one of the most fortunate and magical alignments possible. So if we are tuning to this time and to this alignment, we can take advantage of it. And of the fact that it's also square Neptune and Saturn adds to the energy of this time. So the idea is that planets, when they're with the sun, are fueled by the light of the sun and they're amplifying the energy of that planet. So the sun is amplifying the energy of Jupiter when it comes together with Jupiter, as it relates to the earth. So Jupiter helps us to expand whatever we're thinking, feeling, and doing. Ha! So again, why I'm saying that we need to think about, or we need to be aware of how we are showing up at this time and how we really want to focus our thoughts, our attention, intention, and how we want to feel into what we truly want to magically create in this life. Because if we can feel it, it can happen. So, taking time to feel what it would feel like if whatever it is that you wanted to manifest came true for you. And at this time with Jupiter in Cancer, the feeling realm is being massively expanded. So this is the time to be sure you're focusing on what you truly want to expand through what you are feeling and expressing in your thoughts, words, and actions. So for me, it's all about expanding love within and all around us as the world needs it more than ever. And so I have a daily practice of tuning into being a superconductor of love. I've shared this before in many other videos. And so, how are we allowing ourselves to really feel that love for what it is that we have the privilege to be here at this great turning of a 26,000 year cycle, the turning of a galactic year from one to the next? It takes many years for that to happen, but we're here for that. We volunteered for that. And the best thing that we can do is to be the love that we want to see seeded for the next 26,000 year cycle. And we can, at this time with Sun and Jupiter conjunct, we could include healthy Cancerian themes that are about creating loving, nurturing, safe space for ourselves and those around us. And I go into a lot more detail about this in the Cancer New Moon video. If you haven't seen it, I'll have a link to it in the show notes. And I'm so excited to have the opportunity to share all this with you. So amazing. And such a great time to be here for us to be doing this together and to be celebrating what's possible and what we can feel into at this time.